Hey, what are you doing? I'm about to go to a holiday party with my daughter at her school, but before I go, let me blow your mind. I've recommended several times you guys get the trilogy Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh because it's absolutely incredible. I love visuals. I love to see very complex spiritual ideas in some sort of animation or picture because it makes it easier to understand. So I'm about to read you an example of this, and it's so freaking good. Now, this book is written in a conversational way. So Neil will say something and then God will respond. And the topic we're talking about right now is the soul. So Neil says, "Where is the soul?" God says, "Where do you think it is? Behind the third eye? No. In the middle of my chest to the right of my heart, just beneath the breastbone? No. Okay, I give up. It is everywhere. 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 Like the mind." Wait a minute. The mind is not everywhere. It's not? I thought you just said it was in every cell of the body. That's not everywhere. There are spaces between the cells. In fact, your body is 99% space. This is where the soul is? The soul is everywhere, in, through, and around you. It is that which contains you. Wait a minute. Now you wait a minute. I was always taught that the body is the container of my soul. Whatever happened to your body is the temple of your being. It's a figure of speech. It is useful in helping people to understand that they're more than their bodies, that there is something larger than they are. There is, literally. The soul is larger than the body. It is not carried within the body, but carries the body within it. I'm hearing you, but I'm still having a hard time picturing this. Have you ever heard of an aura? Yes, is this the soul? It's as close as we can come in your language and your understanding to give you a picture of an enormous and complex reality. The soul is that which holds you together, just as the soul of God is that which contains the universe and holds it together. Wow, this is a complete reversal of everything I've ever thought. Hang on, my son. The reversals have just begun. But if the soul is, in a sense, the air in and around us, and if everyone else's soul is the same, then where does one soul end and another one begin? Oh no, don't tell me. You see, you already know the answer. There is no place where another soul ends and ours begins, just like there's no place in the air in the living room where it stops and the air in the dining room starts. It's all the same air. It's all the same soul. You've just discovered the secret of the universe. And if you are that which contains the universe, just as we are that which contains our bodies, then there's no place where you end and we begin. You can clear your throat all you want. For me, this is a miraculous revelation. I mean, I always knew I understood this, but now I really understand it. That's great. Isn't that great? You see, my problem with understanding in the past had to do with the fact that the body is a discrete container, making it possible to differentiate between this body and that body. And since I was always taught the soul was housed in the body, I therefore differentiated between this soul and that soul. Quite naturally, yes. But if the soul is everywhere inside and outside the body, in its aura, as you put it, then when does one aura end and the other begin? Now I'm able to see for the first time really in physical terms how it is possible that one soul does not end and another begin, and that it is physically true that we are all one. Yippee, that's all I can say. I always thought this was a metaphysical truth. Now I see that it's a physical truth. Holy smoke, religion has just become science. Don't say I didn't tell you so. But hold on there. If there's no place where one soul ends and another begins, does that mean there's no such thing as an individual soul? Well, yes and no. An answer truly befitting God. Thank you. But frankly, I was hoping for more clarity. Give me a break here. We're moving so fast your hand is hurting from writing. I mean, furiously scribbling. So let's catch a breath here. Everybody relax. I'm going to explain it all to you. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready. You remember how we talked about many times what I've called divine dichotomy? Yes. Well, this is one of them. In fact, it's the biggest one. I see. It's important to learn about divine dichotomy and understand it thoroughly if you are to live in a universe with grace. Divine dichotomy holds that it is possible for two apparently contradictory truths to exist at the same time in space. Now, on your planet, you find this difficult to accept. They like to have order, and anything that does not fit into their picture is automatically rejected. For this reason, when two realities begin to assert themselves and they seem to contradict each other, the immediate assumption is that one of them must be wrong, false, or untrue. It takes a great deal of maturity to see and accept, in fact, that they might both be true. Yet in the realm of the absolute, as opposed to the realm of the relative in which you live, it is very clear that one truth, which is all there is, sometimes produces an effect which, viewed in relative terms, looks like a contradiction. This is called a divine dichotomy, and it's a very real part of the human experience. And as I've described, it's virtually impossible to live gracefully without accepting this. One is always grumbling, angry, thrashing about, vainly seeking justice, or earnestly trying to reconcile opposing forces which were never meant to be reconciled, but which by their very nature of the tension between them produce exactly the desired effect. The realm of the relative is, in fact, held together by just such tensions. As an example, the tension between good and evil. In ultimate reality, there's no such thing as good and evil. In the realm of the absolute, all there is love. Yet in the realm of the relative, you've created the experience of what you call evil, and you've done it for a very good reason. You wanted to experience love, not just to know that love is all there is. You cannot experience something when there's nothing else but that. And so you created in your reality, and continue to do so every day, a polarity of good and evil, thus using one that you might experience the other. And here we have a divine dichotomy, two seemingly contradictory truths existing simultaneously in the same place. Specifically, there is such a thing as good and evil, but all there is love. Thank you for explaining this to me. You've touched on this before, but thank you for helping me understand divine dichotomy better. And then I want to read you this part. Now, you said that there's no specific place between two physical locations where the air of the living room stops and the air of the dining room begins, and that is true. Yet there is a place where the air of the living room becomes less dense. That is, it dissipates, becomes thinner. So too, the air of the dining room. The further from the dining room you go, the less you smell dinner. Now, the air in the house is the same air. There's no separate air in the dining room, yet the air in the dining room sure seems like other air. For one thing, it smells different. So because the air has taken on different characteristics, it seems as though it's different air, but it's not. It's all the same air, seeming different. In the living room, you smell the fireplace. In the dining room, you smell dinner. You might even go into one room and say, "Phew, it's stuffy. Let's get some air in here," as if there were no air at all. And yet, of course, there's plenty of air. What you're wanting to do is change its characteristics. So you bring some air from the outside, yet that is the same air too. There's only one air moving in, around, and through everything. This is so cool. I totally get it. I love the way you explain the universe to me in ways that I can totally get. Well, thank you. I'm trying here, so let me go on. Like the air in your house, the energy of life, what we call the soul of God, takes on different characteristics as it surrounds different physical objects. Indeed, that energy coalesces in a particular way to form those objects. As particles of energy join together to form physical matter, they become very concentrated, mashed up, pushed together. They begin to look like, even feel like, distinct units. That is, they begin to seem separate or different from all the other energy. Yet this is all the same energy behaving differently. It is this very act of behaving differently which makes it possible for that which is all to manifest as that which is many. As I explained in Book 1, that which is could not experience itself as what it is until it developed this ability to differentiate. So that which is all separated into that which is this and that which is that. The clumps of energy which coalesced into discrete units that held in physical beings are what you have chosen to call souls. The parts of me that you have become the lot of, you are what we are talking about here. Thus, the divine dichotomy. There is only one of us, and there are many of us. Whew, this is a 9-minute video. This goes on and on. I'm telling you, this is one of the dopest books I've ever read. If you understood what I just read, please put it in the comments. If you have questions, put it in the comments. If you want me to keep reading, put that in the comments too. I just want your feedback. Now I only have 20 minutes to get to the school, so I gotta go. I love you so much, and I hope this helps.